Welcome to another video episode on my Arduino Yun with electronics and mechanics on the breadboard. Last time I still had questions and problems with getting the propeller to run properly together with this switch and this potmeter. For an extension of the functionality, because having a motor and propeller run is nice, but without it doing anything, what's the use of it? I decided to add an NTC, negative temperature coefficient, to it. So I have to improvise with some wiring, but the way this is supposed to go is that this NTC is being plugged into the mass ground on one side, then connected to the Arduino for an analog input. And the question is, do I manage that? Well, with the wires I have not directly, so what I have to do is put this wire in here, lead it to, for example, here, and then this is, as you may recognize, a bind wire. Well, by lack of something else, I am going to try to use this. I measured it and it is well connected, so I'm just going to stick this in on one end, stick this in A1 on the other hand, and then hopefully it will give some value on this to be programmed A1 when this propeller is running. So that is the objective of this moment. That said, let me program things. So this is A1. Now A1 is not yet in the code, so what I have to do is say constant int analog in pin A1 is A1, and don't forget the semicolon. We're programming in C now, and I will say it is analog input from NTC. Great. What else do I need? Well, this is just a sensor value, and that's a nice one because let me see, NTC declare a variable called NTC value, and I initialize it to 0. So when do I do something? Well, it is supposed to be that it runs here. So the most logical thing is to do it right here. So yes, NTC value is analog read. That is to say, I think it is a small, yeah. Analog read let me just what am I doing? Alright. Analog in pin a 0, and I will change that of course to a 1. And then analog write. No, console print. That's better. Console dot print. I don't know what's going wrong here. NTC value. Let's start with that. Actually, the code would be slightly more logical if I would say NTC value is and then the next line was all print line and have it say NTC value. I can also, what I can also do of course is put analog read in here instead of NTC value. It will do exactly the same, but let's just keep it like this for now. So upload. Yes, of course. And then okay, it's still uploading. Almost done. Yes, now I have to start the serial monitor as well as look at this one. So I am giving once again a series of characters to get the propeller running anyway. Let's see what it will do. NTC value. Interesting, 574, 581. Right, it gives immediately a nice value. Quite happy with that, but the propeller doesn't run. Console not available anymore. So I'm out of characters, hence the propeller doesn't respond to the potmeter anymore. Now it does, and it immediately stops. Alright, does So it is 534. Again, I have to manually start it again. And NTC is 509, so it's lower. And this is a bit inconvenient. Right, so full speed says 565. All right. Now low speed says 560, or is it 546, 587, 604. So, okay, not scrolling. So I went from maximum to minimum, or to low speed, and then you can actually see here as well. Well, let's do just one thing. Study the values when it's completely turned up. So how high can it go? Running full speed. But oh wait, auto scroll of course. Um, 580. So let's wait until it's completely down. Yes, alright. So what's the end value of the NTC? 560, around 600. But is that correct? Let me pull this down. It's okay, it's not it's not consistent. 604, 623, 567, 614. Not consistent. Interesting. Considering the values of the NTC, I looked at the motor, or more appropriately, I felt the wind of the propeller, and I decided to reverse everything. So it's running the other side now, and well, propeller can go this way and that way in direction of propelled air. Now it is blowing towards the NTC. So I want to do one other thing, that is put this in here. Should be absolutely no change. This is better. So let's see how this works out. Ah, right. Yes, and then probably likely so what is this? Let me open it again. Okay, fresh start. Propeller. Well, circuit anyway. Let me move this aside a bit so I can pull this down. And let's see. Now I have to assist the propeller again. It is still at full speed. So it is 9 now at full speed. That is a considerable difference. So what happens if I turn it down? Okay, I have to give in more characters. Okay. So why aren't you doing anything? Now you are. Okay. So this is the lowest it can get. I'm okay with that. And what I do see, very low value of the NTC. So much air or not much air apparently is much of a difference. It's 0 now. Um, 7. So if I turn up the speed a bit, still very low. And now, yeah, still very low value. So that is quite remarkable. Now, what if I put it at ease? Alright, so let me put it completely down. NTC please, NTC value. I don't see an NTC value. Because the sensor value is lower than 500. Oh, that is a nice one. That means that I have to put these lines in here as well. That is a very nice one. Alright. NTC value lower than 500 is, and then this is over 500. Alright, let's see how that works out. So now I am going to upload these new lines. Larger or equal to 500 and smaller and equal to 500 and larger than 500 for the sensor value, which is the potentiometer. Or at least the value is not the potentiometer, it is the result of turning the potentiometer, handling it. So it is done. Yeah. Now, alright, that is better. So let's give it some value. Go. Now there is no propeller running. What is it? Larger than 500 is 0. Alright, it is I turn it halfway. Put it up. Gives a nice wind. And it says 8 now. And I'm out of character. Out of characters, I should say. Out of character is something else. Alright, there we go. So this is around 6 to 8. I turn up the volume to absolutely maximum, and it's still 8. I am waiting. It's still 8. So where's the 200 something value gone? Okay, stop auto scroll. So larger than 500 doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. It is it's 8. Nine. It's all larger. This is 8. 4, 8, 7, 8. So I'm going back. Further back, it's 8, all larger than 500. Now it's lower than under 500. And it's 0. Lower than 500 gives all 0. Can I get it further back? No. So this is remarkable. What does this mean? I'm not quite sure. What I am going to do is turn it around. So it goes the other way again. It's now pulling the air. Would this make any difference? Auto scroll. Alright. 9. All 9. So it doesn't matter which way it's going. This is going. It's 9, which is quite remarkable. Now I'm going to stop it. Alright. See what happens now. It's measuring still, but what does it measure? Absolutely 0. So temperatures, or not the temperature, but the value range from 0 to 9, and that's it. Well, with this situation, a few questions remain. Why do I have to start the propeller by hand? Makes no sense. Why, when I click it, it stops, but it doesn't restart again? Then, with the potmeter, somehow the value has changed, apparently, that it cannot go further than this, and then it stops, while you can turn it all the way down. After last time, I haven't paid any attention to the connectivity of Yun to internet. I am assuming it still works, but who knows. And I want to go further on the NTC. So, first of all, let's take another look at the serial monitor. And the thing is, like last time, I have not changed the code. So actually, right now it should just work. And it obviously doesn't, because here and now everything is correct. Even now the propeller isn't running and it says 7. Alright. So alright, running full speed. Well, now that's a shame. I'm out of characters, so I can't even press the switch anymore. So, pressing the switch. If I reduce the speed. Alright. This is quite interesting. When I press the switch, it works on low speed. Let me do that again. Right, so you see the position of the potmeter. Press the switch, release it. Right, too much. Okay, out of characters. But apparently it is speed dependent for the switch for it to be able to interrupt the propeller. Okay. Also very nice. Thank you for watching. What did I do? Adding an NTC, negative temperature coefficient sensor. Resistor actually. It is a kind of resistor. I put the motor on a stand to be able to blow air over the NTC. Then of course adding some code to actually read the NTC, which is connected to analog pin A1, which is right here, using improvised binding wire. Well, it is a improvised wire which is a binding wire. And the switch still operates, but clearly only at speeds low enough to be stopped. If you enjoy my videos, if you like them, please subscribe to my YouTube. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. If you like what you see, I see also my website, by the way. On my website is also a possibility to make a small donation to get my blog, etc. running. And lots of different projects on my website as well. Everything is also on my YouTube channel. This is obviously going to be continued. Bye bye.